Cek cek. Cek cek. Tes 1 2 3 tes. Tes tes 1 2 3 tes. Halo halo tes 1 2 3 tes. Cek cek 1 2 3 tes. Tes kambing tes 1 2. Cek cek bukan. Tes. Cek cek 1 2 3. Cek 1 2 3 tes. Cek tes halo tes. Ijo ra iki Jon. Cek 1 2 3 tes. Cek 1 2 3 tes.
Tea parties are a must for the well-mannered.
Cek
If you'd
cek.
like to learn the proper etiquette, I'd be happy to teach you.
What should I try this time? Listen, let me tell you.
Cek cek aman tes. Cek cek 1 2 3 tes.
Boring! Isn't there anything else more interesting to do? Huh? Shower me with praise! Smile! Hold that pose! Let my name echo in song! Oh, my camera!
Missed it again. I never quite managed to get a shot of the lightning strike.
The show begins! Smile! Oh, brilliant!
Say cheese!
Mind the deluge.
Smile!
Being too popular can be such a hassle. Who knew the people would adore me so much?
still.
Smile!
Cascade.
Shower me with grit! The show begins!
Be still.
Motion to compel!
Cascade.
Strike a pose!
Another test subject.
Let my name echo in song!
Job.
Say cheese! Hard-hitting exclusive!
The depth back. Cascade.
Ad Astra Abyssal. Thank you for Ad Astra.
Save this money.
Boring. Isn't there anything else?
Hypatia should still be in the cave. Let's go inside and see how she's doing. Hello? Hypatia? Hey, there's nobody here. Maybe she went out to look for some food. Let's try looking around the area. There you are! Hypatia, are you alright?
So.
There's no way we can get her to eat in her current condition. Let's try finding some water first. Huh? Wait, why does it look super foggy outside all of a sudden? Anyway, let's go look around. Huh? How'd things out here end up looking like this? What happened? And where are we? place is huge! Paimon knew there's something off about that cave. Let's think of a way to get over there and have a closer look. Who knows? Maybe we'll find a lead of some kind. Huh? What happened just now? Why'd everything around us suddenly change? Let the world collide! Say cheese! Hold that pose!
Kamisato Aki. Suiyu, be still.
Tea parties are a must for the well-mannered. If you'd like to learn the proper etiquette, I'd be happy to teach you.
What in Tibet is going on here? This place is getting weirder by the minute. Hey, what's the matter? You don't look so good.
Oke teman-teman, semua jadi mirip point di sigil yang dulu ada di Liwa ya, gas cuy, nih kayak gini caranya.
Boring. Isn't there anything else more interesting to do?
Salah malah gerak.
How brilliant! Time to shine! Smile!
The depths beckon.
Hard-hitting exclusive!
escape. Ta. Ta, ta, cha. Cha, ta.
Incinerate! Time for your ring! Say cheese!
Huh? Why can't we beat this guy? Oh, Paimon doesn't get it! We faced others like him before!
Traveler, though you may have managed to avert countless crises before, your good fortune was bound to end sooner or later. It's time you realize how weak and powerless you really are. Your sister. Her Highness has long since forsaken you. Your meager existence in her eyes is that of an annoying bug, only to be the bonds. But don't you fret now. Today will...
What do we do? Oh, there she is! Well, the good news is that she's still conscious. Hey, why'd you drop her food on the floor? Anyways. Whoa, wait a sec. Look at all this fruit lying around her. We can put that...
Who is there? Tainari, is that you? Huh?
It's okay. You can relax, Hypatia. Tainari sent us here to bring you some food and water. Here, we have a letter that he asked us to give you.
I see. I'm grateful that you...
We were kind of...
Oh. I see.
Your neighbor? You mean there's some...
Oh?
Wait, hold on a second, Traveler. You say that before we arrived, you saw some mysterious creature and suddenly had us...
No, I actually do believe what the Traveler is saying. You needn't worry.
So, Hypatia...
I'm not sure what... I know this because the first time I saw them was also the exact day my consciousness was able to form a connection with Earth. Even after I opened my eyes and stopped meditating, my heart was still pounding. And at that very... In my curiosity, it wasn't until
Oh! And then?
And then I had a dream. I was convinced... I feel like they aren't as afraid of me as the first time I approached them. Yes, no...
Well, if... All right, we're... All done! Let's use the empty box that Tainari gave us since we already watched it. Oh, it smells amazing!
Are you already finished cooking? Smells delectable. I'm Even though everything you mentioned was it took me near. You should know that
So why does this...
the ingredients used to make Spirit-born ale primarily consist of plants created by Greater Lord Rukadevata. These special ingredients are since the root of the Dendro Archon's power lies within naturally. That was primarily due to taking in any. Not to worry that technically your I must admit.
Whoa!
As a member of the Ritaoist Darshan at the Academia, my main area of research is the stars and their connection to the fate of living, which is why if only I am currently sages of. That's why we.
Whoa!
Of course I do. However, I believe that being able. But what's strangest of all is that they're clearly an envoy of the god.
What's so strange?
Well, it.
Huh?
Yes. The sages say that wisdom implies ration. Yes. If one struggles with anxieties, those emotions could influence their dreams. The fact that the people of Sumeru do not have dreams is seen as a blessing by the sages. They believe that Greater Lord Rukadevata. I was born. I studied hard, but then it was back then.
So...
Sorry. If you two are ever in the area, there's no need to.
Now that we know Hypatia is alright and had the chance to ask her some questions, Paimon...
Think about it, Tainari. Refusing to join is tantamount to burying your head in the sand. I understand that you're a forest watcher and that it's your duty as Sage
Keep your emotions in check, Gulam.
Sage Kage, I am truly honored that you came here in person, but I'm afraid I must still decline your invitation. I am merely a forest watcher. How could the great minds of the Haravatat have any I see.
Tainari.
And what
You'll know once you've arrived in Sumeru City, that is.
And, how long will...
There's no
Do you mean to... If that's the case...
Tainari, but you...
So be it. Come, Gulam, we're leaving.
Tainari, what was that all about?
It's nothing. Some people from the academia wanted me to go to Sumeru, but all that can...
It was quite...
Very good.
That's right! We want to meet Lesu...
Sorry.
Well, do you at least know any...
Let me think. Oh, also, when you...
Oh?
It's called needless to say...
Great! Next up, That's right! Tainari, we have something important...
Yes, she's doing much better. After she knew you two...
Thanks, Tainari.
Farewell, and...
I've been waiting for you two. Never mind. I guess I should just wish you two a safe and successful journey.
Thanks for waiting here just to see us off, Kale. We're headed to Sumeru City. Don't worry about me. I can take care of myself. My condition won't be getting in the way of my duties. I want to be a forest ranger after all. It's up to me and the others to protect the rainforest. And, I'm sorry. I should have told you both about my condition when we first met. I just wanted, but I guess now I understand. There's no need to apologize, Kale. We're probably thank you. And oh, it's my recipe for pita pockets. Yay! I hope that whenever you eat them, you'll well then. Sumeru City! We finally made it! Oh, did you see that? When those people entered the city, something on their heads lit up.
One moment, please, you two. It appears this is your first time visiting Sumeru City.
Oh, yeah, that's right. But how did you know that?
Because there's currently no information, but no need to. Perhaps after as long as you are within Sumeru's borders, you may use an Akasha terminal to connect directly to the Akasha and access any knowledge you need. I should mention that due to technical limitations, the operation of Akasha terminals will be much smoother.
Oh, so this is the thing that Tainari...
You two are quite fortunate. Until recently, here are your Akasha...
It kinda looks like a leaf.
To activate it, simply hold it in your hand and say the following phrase to yourself. May the mighty God bless us with their voice of wisdom.
Oh, since this little doodad lets you access knowledge, maybe we can use it to find a way to meet Lesser Lord Kusanali. Let's... May the might... Whoa! Just now, something clicked, and Paimon suddenly knew how to use this thing. It seems all we need to do is concentrate on what we want to know, and bam! You get it.
Exactly. And with that, let me officially welcome you both to Sumeru City. May the wisdom of the Dendro Archon always be your guide.
Okay, now that we're in, we can check the Akasha about Lesser Lord Kusanali. Let Paimon try. 500 years ago, the sages found a newly born deity from within some scorched ruins. The deity now resides in the sanctuary of Suristana. Seems pretty similar to what Kali was telling us. Okay, next, let's concentrate on Oh, come on! Ugh. Focusing on this question feels like when you have something you're trying to remember and it's on the tip of your tongue, but you just can't think of it. Ugh, Paimon's brain is exhausted. Oh, smart idea. But what are you going to ask it? Huh. You... Uh-oh. He's from Let's see. Tainari wrote an address on the letter's envelope. Oh, it's not far from the city's gate. Let's head over and have a look. But Hopefully he's at home.
Once again, I think I'm gonna overshoot this month's budget.
Take it. Go on. You have my approval.
Hello, are you Rohawi?
Yes, that's me. Can I help you?
Great! You see, Kainari sent us here and...
What? Tainari? Please, there's no need to say anything, really. Sure, I admit that the article I published last month wasn't my best work, and maybe the data didn't produce the most convincing results, but...
Here!
Oh, seems even tight.
We want to...
You mean you want to... Sorry, the Akasha didn't respond to my query.
What? You too? But what about your abilities for getting information and all that?
Well, as I said, all I know is that ever since Lesser Lord Kusanal...
Huh.
The Dendro Archon is somewhat of a recluse. Perhaps she just doesn't want to entertain visitors, which would explain the lack of information in the Akasha.
Aw, but then what can we do?
No need. And besides, you two should consider the bright side of things. Not being able to see Lesser Lord Kusanali may not be a bad thing. In this world, there will always be information. Take me, for example. It's a miracle if my brain cells can spit out one paper every 3 years. But don't mention it. If you two ever want information, hey, come on.
Oh, so what do we do now? Even if we... Huh? Like who? Oh, you're...
Ad Astra Abyssask. Hello, Traveler and Paimon.
Catherine, we need your help with something.
Understood. The Adventurers Guild is always ready to serve you. With what do you require assistance?
We want to meet with Lesser Lord Kusanali. Do you know a way we can do that?
You two wish to meet with Sumeru's Archon. Understood. Please wait. I apologize, but I am unable to call up any relevant information in the Akasha. I'm also unable to locate any pertinent information in my personal memory.
Aww, another dead end. Well, if Catherine can't help us, then we really don't...
Please do not... In Sumeru, they take on various... An Eremite Brigade...
Corps of 30? What a weird name.
Supposedly, Asphalt, an advisor with the... If you'd like to get in contact with him, you're welcome.
All right, off to the Citadel of Razor we go!
Welcome. The Adventurers Guild told me to expect you two.
It's nice to meet you, Asfand. We'd like to ask you about something.
I see. So, Catherine's the one who sent you this way. Ha! It's true that the Eremites' network is vast, but even I can't help you meet the Dendro Archon.
Wait,
Afraid so. The Eremites aren't terribly religious, so we don't know much about divinities. As far as the Akasha goes, we can access even less than you. We originally came from the desert. The gods there died off long ago. Since those days, we've used our own. It isn't just...
Oh? What?
Just take the in their eyes. She was because of the academia, not to mention that Lesser Lord Kusanali never makes an appearance. And the academia never announces anything about her. As far as the people of Sumeru are concerned, she's just a god that exists. And that's all.
Really? Aw. After hearing all of that, Paimon sort of feels bad for Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Ha! But who knows? We're all just guessing when it comes down to it. Besides, I'm sure the God of Wisdom doesn't worry about her reputation among...
All right. Well, thanks for the info, Osfon. Seems Osfond was right about most people's attitudes here. Not only are they not interested in the Dendro Archon, they even say stuff like, if the Akasha doesn't think I should know, then I don't need to know about it. We've been asking for information non-stop ever since we got to Sumeru. But the harder we try, the more helpless everything seems. Isn't there at least one person in this entire city who cares about Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Oh, you two are interested in Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Huh? Who are you?
From the sound of it, you two are Outlanders who recently arrived here. You've been asking around for information on Lesser Lord Kusanali, right? Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Dunyarzad, one of Lesser Lord Kusanali's faithful followers.
Whoa, really? Then do you know how we can meet with her?
I'm afraid I can't help you with that. But you're... Sure. It goes like this. Long, long ago, there was a man who heard a prophecy. It predicted that a great calamity was about to befall him. Panicked by what he heard, the man sought out the Dendro Archon in hopes that she would bless him. With the wisdom to help him, the man journeyed. In despair, he thought, alas, the Archon has abandoned me. He then had no choice but to sorrowfully resign to his fate.
Okay, and then what happened?
And then, the calamity came. At that moment, a bird perched upon his shoulder. This bird was, in fact, an avatar. Oh, Archon Seeker, do you now understand? She and her wisdom have long been found by you. Along your journey, we were in every flower and blade of grass, every ray of spark.
Yeah, thanks, Dunyarzad. Since you...
Of course. So did you two know that, I'm terribly sorry, but it seems something's come up now. Let's chat another day.
Hey, wait! What the heck just happened? It looks like there's this stinks! We finally... Let's see if we can get rid of them. Then we can catch up with
Hey, have you two seen a brown-haired girl wearing a purple top and a long blue dress? We're looking for her. Yes, that's her. Did you see which direction she went?
Yeah, she went that way.
Quick, after her!
That should keep him busy for a while. Let's hurry and find Dunyarzad.
Udah di Sumeru aja bre, iya nih, ya kan? Main quest sambil tiktokan aja, tinggal tiktokan aja. Ini quest skip ini.
You are Dunyarzad. We thought you might have been long.
Oh, it's you two. Oh, you startled me there.
You can relax now.
Panjang betir gua
Those
sih.
people looking.
Really? Uh-oh. Looks like there are some coming this way.
Huh? More of them? Then what are we standing here for? Run!
No, wait, my body isn't in the best shape. Okay, sounds good. There's a tavern on the other side of the port we can go to. They probably wouldn't expect me to hide in a place like that.
All right, let's move out. Stay back.
Jangan lupa story quest Raiden sama Zhongli buat buka weekly boss. Nah itu quest Archon atau quest dunia tuh? Kalau quest dunia sih waduh, lupaan kayaknya. Aku fokus quest Archon aja. Quest story. Oh berarti masuk yang ini toh, quest Archon toh.
We made it. Oh, they shouldn't be able to find us now. Wait, stand down, Dia.
My lady, who are these two?
They're travelers that I met on the street just a moment ago.
I see. In that case...
Wait a sec. Who the heck are you? And why are you shooing us away?
I'm Miss Dunyarzad's bodyguard, here to see that she returns home safe and sound. My lady, let's get going. You've been gone for so long that your parents are worrying themselves sick.
And if I refuse to go with you?
It'd be easier for the both of us if you cooperated. But if you insist on not going, then I'll have to carry you like a sack of potatoes.
Hey, Dunyarzad!
Stay out of... Sorry, my lady.
How much?
Wait.
How much Mora?
My lady, this isn't about Mora. I don't know what you think of us Eremites, but let me say this. I like Mora, but I'll never go against my principles. That's why I'm here looking for you. Sure, it's an order from my employer, but my conscience was also telling me it's the and knowing your help.
No, you're wrong. I'm aware of my limits, and I know what I'm doing. Honestly, the only people being stubborn right now are my parents, and I know perfectly well that it makes no difference if I'm at home or not.
Orangnya kuning terus ya.
I still won't accept reality. And every time I bring this up, they just change the
100
subject.
sana asli lah.
Dia, you...
Penting lancar.
Dia, I know it hasn't been easy because she saved me.
Tahu soalnya
This is my life, and my
Ora
last...
live
My lady, are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Fine. I won't ask you to return, but let me make something very clear.
Thank you, Dia. Sorry for being so rude just now. My nerves were acting up. And I even brought up your payment in such an offensive way.
Don't worry about it, my lady.
Quest story itu perlu diaktifkan bre, dia agak otomatis kayak quest Archon. Oh, quest story yang di bawah itu loh, yang pakai kunci ya. Malah belum pernah aku. Quest story dulu apa quest Archon dulu ya? Ya, aku quest
Today's
Archon
little
terus ini.
excursion caused such a ruckus that every single bodyguard at the estate was deployed. It wouldn't be easy to hide things from your old man. Since this definitely won't be your last escapade, here's a little tip. You should at least make it look like your room and things are still in order. So, I'll let you...
Okay, deal.
Yay!
I'm fine, really. I just feel a little tired now that things have calmed down.
My lady, stop trying to look tough. We're already in a tavern, so let's rest up and grab some grub.
I'm sorry for worrying you two. If you don't mind, I'd like for you to join us.
Sure! After you rest up, we want to hear more about Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Quest story aja dulu, ada beberapa quest story yang nyambung lore-nya sama quest Archon. Nah, Ini memang aku kok bisa bablas apa? Bisa lanjut terus ya quest Archonnya ya, gak berhenti-berhenti aja. Saking telatnya ya kan. Ini malah baru clay aku. Biar butuh nyelesaikan ini dulu sih. Kadung quest Archon. Ya tak lanjutin quest Archon dulu nih. Ini gak bisa quest story, tulisannya sedang menjalankan misi lain itu. Terdapat karakter yang sedang menjalankan quest lain. Ya tak selesain ini yang jejak dewa kebijaksanaan ya.
Well, if it isn't Dia. Haven't seen you in nearly word on the street is that you're a bodyguard for the Homayani family now. Don't you find that kind of work boring?
Nah, you get used to it. How about a menu over here?
You got it. Huh? Isn't this little Miss Homayani herself? We don't get to serve personages like you very often. We'll be sure to prepare our very best.
Thank you, sir, but there's no need. I don't have a lot of Mora on me, and I really ought to save as much as I can. But please bring these two the best food you have. They're my new friends, so I want to be a good host for them.
How about our charcoal-baked Agelena cakes? They're our signature snack, and they run cheap. Look, other customers over there are eating some now.
They look kind of burnt and dry. Buy mine will pass. Hey, come on! Dunyarzad, we asked a lot of people.
Well,
Huh?
Yes, it was when I was a child. At the time, my illness had kept me bedridden I was stuck inside and couldn't. My younger self no longer had. Then one night, at that moment, an ethereal voice spoke in my mind. Dunyarzad.
Dunyarzad, don't be scared. Huh? Who are you? How do I... Really? Of course. Wow, you really do know Dunyarzad. What? Huh? But then... oh, then...
After that, the voice. Although my body was suffering during those days, beyond my window was the flourishing Sumeru city. Beyond the city was a lush rainforest. And beyond that was the wall of Samiel, deserts, and all of Tevat. Once I finally made it through that bout of illness, I couldn't hear that voice anymore. I told my mother about it. But I know that that voice wasn't a figment of my imagination. Yes, for sure. If it weren't for that voice, I would have never grown curious. That voice sparked a desire for wisdom. I've been hoping...
What's this?
It's Lesser Lord... It's actually an old... I heard everyone was... But because of the academia... Maybe they see Lesser Lord Kusanagi... It is. It's sure the greater...
Just remember that we're still out...
I know that people... But recently, I gave her my saving...
Hold on. My lady, does it...
Yes, that's her.
I saw her leaving the other day with a nervous...
Yes. I've agreed with Neelu.
Sure. That's quite the trip, though.
No, that would be too much.
You might as well just accept the lift. If I let you walk...
But of course. Neelu will be thrilled to hear there are more people interested in Lesser Lord Kusanagi.
Oh, Raiden Shogun deh. Wih, Raiden Shogun. Jadi anu lek. Ini kan ternyata negara elektro kabeh. Oh, toh, negara elektro kayaknya. Deloken toh. Oh, oh. Lakukan tak ganti anjir urik. Lali quest story lek ana sing ngandani lho. Aku kene kakek lali quest Archon terus ya. Makno urung tau nyoba to quest story kayak apa. Sik akeh batal lho.
Sorry, I'm.
Oh, Dunyarzad. Uh-oh. But if Dia's here, that means you got caught, right?
You could say that, but everything worked out. She's on our.
Not completely.
Oh, and who are these two?
Oh, meet the Traveler and Paimon, my two newest friends. They're visitors who just arrived at Sumeru City and are looking for information on Lesser Lord Kusanali.
So you're followers from another land? That's wonderful. You two absolutely mustn't miss the Sub-Zerus festival. By the way, Dunyarzad, we've already started decorating the Grand Bazaar. It looks spectacular, thanks to your generous contribution.
You're very welcome. It's the only thing I could do. Do you still have enough Mora?
Probably? But don't sweat it. We've already finished renovating the stage. Come on, I'll show you.
Ora rasa dikalah gelek. Kuwi mek tak kok wae kon bertahan wae aja mati.
Not bad.
Kon muter-muter wae ngantek ya suwe.
The stairs were nothing.
Ya,
A
tapi
little
memang
while
ceritanya
ago,
tiga yang
we
ngono.
discovered that the tree above the stage had a huge chunk
Rasa,
of bark
Cuk.
ready to fall off. We
Rasa.
reported it to the academia many times.
Oh, probably.
The academia
Anyway,
looks down on. We
ngantek
can't let
engko
that
teko-teko
happen.
ganti wae teko-teko. Teko-teko nas cutscene lek.
But the more she gave us,
Mbok serang
we
itu.
hired the stage is going.
And I can't wait to see.
Iya, tapi ra mungkin
She'll
tetep
be dancing the
gawe ngono.
I only told them about the greater.
Okay. According to a long, some of the as she danced those brilliant purple flowers. Of course they did, although they aren't around any. Though we're just tiny.
Nilu, you have all. Yeah. The greater lord brought forth
Iya,
Patisaurus
ngahil
in
ya.
memory of the goddess of flowers.
Lomongan mengen sih.
But she ultimately could never truly replicate that beautiful purple.
Thinking about the goddess of flowers dance makes me wish I could have seen it. If my stage were anything like that. So, Traveler and
all of Lesser Lord.
Ooh, Paimon thinks that's a great idea. Hey, come on.
So how about we all attend the Sub-Zerus festival together?
Dunyarzad, everyone at the
In that case,
Things are don't be fooled into thinking that Sumeru City has the best of everything. And when it comes to musicians, dancers, or singers, the Grand Bazaar.
Huh. I don't know much about the Grand Bazaar, but I do know that the residents here have a pen. Oh, and the perfume sold. I mean.
was a child, my grandma, the Sub-Zero.
Whoa! Did you know that the Sub-Zeros...
Milu, your outfit look...
I thought I'd add a...
Wow.
Uh-huh. Of course.
Hey! Is that who Paimon thinks it is? It looks like... Catherine! Huh. Come to think of it, Paimon's only ever seen her behind the counter at the Adventurers Guild. This is the first time we've ever seen her taking a break. Hey, Catherine!
Huh? Oh, hey! It's the Traveler and Paimon! What's shaken?
Whoa. Break time Catherine sure sounds a lot less formal than usual. Paimon was still waiting for her to say...
Sure. but take you...
Well, we enjoy...
Yes, you should keep searching. Sometimes the answers we're looking for aren't necessarily at our intended destination. Instead, they're found along the way.
Huh. Haven't we heard someone say something pretty similar recently? Anyway...
No, not Oh. It looks like it's about time for me to be heading back now.
Alright, we'll see you next...
I'm sure you too.
There's something really different about...
Hey, Traveler.
Oh, hey!
I've got something...
Are you serious?
It might not necessarily pan out, so don't get your hopes up too much. I'll need to take you two somewhere and ask someone some questions. My...
Sounds like... Let's head over to the Citadel of Razar and wait for Dia.
So great about welcome. Get your spices here. We've got all kinds
that everyone can enjoy.
In my opinion, Shoots is the best store in the whole business.
Being too popular can be such a hassle. Who knew the people would adore me so much?
Get your spices here. We've got all kinds.
Sorry, I'm late. It took some convincing for the Master and Mistress to believe that Miss Dunyarzad was only sitting in the port for a while because she was in a bad mood. Anyway, I guess I should be thanking you. I haven't seen Miss Dunyarzad that happy in a long time. If it wasn't for you two, she...
You sure sound... Look, Dia's blushing.
Ugh, listen, you two. I don't expect to be working for Miss Dunyarzad very long, but I hope to finish things on a positive note if possible. Let's cut the chit-chat and head into the Citadel. We'll see if the person I know has a way for you two to meet with the Lesser Lord. Oh, hey, Chief.
Ha, Dia! What are you doing here? And well, didn't expect to see you three together.
I take it you all know each other already?
Mm-hmm. We met this morning after the Adventurers Guild pointed us to Osfon for more info.
No kidding. Huh. So, where's Ruksha? I thought I'd help these two out by asking about the theft. Anything you can tell him?
Ruksha's gone over to the Academia. The Grand Sage recently ordered Sumeru City to begin bolstering its defenses, so people from all over have been called back to the city. Since you've already mentioned the theft, I suppose I might as well tell him what we know.
Appreciate it, Chief.
Theft? Sorry, what the heck are you guys talking about?
Just recently, the Academia lost something, and there's a chance the item is connected with the Dendro Archon. This case might just somehow help you in meeting her.
I suppose that's one way to look at it. But if you ask me, the case is more about the Academia than anything else. Let me fill you in. The Academia recently sent a convoy to pick up an important packet. The Grand Sage took the whole matter very seriously. Not only did he dispatch the Matra, but also enlisted our help in the search for leads. All we know so far is that whatever was stolen is...
You two have. The Academia's grip isn't long enough to reach all the way to Port Ormos, so this...
Apparently, well, if you're interested, maybe you could head to Port Ormos and ask around yourselves.
Are you serious, Chief? All the Academia students are in Sumeru City, you know. Why should they pretend to be students in Port Ormos?
If you're also interested, just go there and see what happens.
Count me out. I've got plenty of work to do here for the Homayani family. And take it from me, if you two really do decide to visit Port Ormos, you'd best watch your backs. There are even some extremists who go around shouting.
You bet they are. King Dish.
Not everyone's like you, Chief. Even the desert natives who abandon their homes in the wilderness still wish to have a god of their own. Well, Traveler, that's about all the information we have for you.
Thanks, Dia! And you too, Osfond! Since we've gathered all we could for the moment in Sumeru City, let's head to Port Ormos and see what we can find next.
Miss Dunyarzad is looking forward to seeing you both at the Sub-Zeru's festival, so be sure to get yourselves back here in time for that. Good. Then we'll see you both at the Sub-Zeru's festival.
When I hand this work over to the Elamites, I'll have to rephrase the request.
Boring! Isn't there anything else more interesting to do?
When I hand this work over to the Elamites, I'll have to
Military supplies from Eremites must be distributed appropriately.
Come and have a good look yourself. Traditional spices of the highest quality, made with pride and experience.
You've got a deal. I can't thank you enough for always looking after my business.
Believe me, I'm not making this up. Several Eremite mercenary groups are nearly in open conflict, but does the core of 30 care? And that's not all. Did you know that...
Wow! Talk about hurly-burly! This place is busy! Well, guess that's only to be expected for the largest port in Sumeru. Maybe it's because of what Dia told us earlier, but Paimon can't seem to shake the feeling that there's also danger lurking in these crowds. Ooh, we know that whatever the Paimon doesn't get it. Won't we look even more,
Welcome.
Hi there. We would like to ask you a question. Do students from the academia ever come?
Many people often talk about how hard it is to get accepted into the academia, let alone graduate. But those who finish their studies and go on to become full-time researchers at the academia have it even harder. Sure, we may not be Sumeru City, but Port Ormos offers beautiful scenery and a stress-free environment. Some even say it's good luck to come to Port Ormos, so students and researchers come flocking here when things get to be too much at the academia. Ah, you see over there? Those are students from the academia. They've been looking worried and miserable ever since they got here a few days ago. If you ask me.
It's no good.
There's been a lot of, especially the group they're called
Wait, come again?
Don't you see? They're usually pretty. I've heard that
Wait,
I wouldn't worry too much.
Oh, I guess that makes sense.
Whoa! Did you hear that? So, what's our plan? Wait, didn't you hear what they just said? Buying information is going to cost us 500,000 mora! Have you lost your mind? Oh.
Out of all my commissions, I enjoy making jewelry for newlyweds the most.
Got any commissions related to antique?
This is the place we heard those students talking about.
Oh, you've arrived. Please, take a seat.
So, they think that they can go toe-to-toe with the boss? Huh! Once we reclaim the power of King Deshret, they'll be the first that the boss punishes.
They're nothing to be afraid of.
How can the Caracal Battalion compete with the boss when they're nothing but a bunch of money-grubbing opportunists out for a quick mora?
Yeah, with boss's fervent devotion, he'll be able to use this power to bring our god back this time.
Huh. All these guys talk about is King Deshret, so they're probably the ones we're looking for.
Greater Lord Ruka Devata. That traitor and her followers must not be spared. The day will come when King Deshret exacts vengeance on Sumeru, and all of them shall be punished.
Yeah, Paimon was wondering what they meant too. We should ask about that if we get the chance later.
Huh? Who are you? What do you want? A traveler?
Now's probably not the time to talk about that. Didn't the students say Eremites are wary of outsiders?
A student? Huh. What's a student from Sumeru City doing in Port Ormos? Ah, well, if it's info you want, you've come to the right place. The question is, can you afford it? Here, this is the merchant's address. Whatever you're looking for, you'll find it there. Hmm? Well, what are you waiting for?
Oh, that's right! We heard you mention King Deshret just now.
Fine. Since you've already handed over the As you can see, years ago, King Deshret founded the great desert nation that was our King Deshret was the rightful god of wisdom. But he was...
So...
Greater Lord Rukadev... Furthermore, she can... But the story doesn't end there, oh no. King Deshret isn't truly dead. Mark my if what I'm saying makes you shiver with fear, it might not be too late for you to become a believer of King Deshret. I don't have anything to say to you academia people about that. I think this conversation has reached its end.
Not just yet. This man is a fraud.
Huh?
You again? Deranged acad...
Yes, it's me again. I already warned you that if you weren't willing to sit and discuss things with me, I'd take measures. Listen to me. That address he gave you is fake. Or at least, you won't find a merchant waiting for you there. This group has been boasting all around that they can provide information on a certain item as a means of lure. Once you show—
Hey! Shut it all, Hatham! What are you playing at?
I told you the—
Ha!
Yes, and in no uncertain terms. But that was then.
I'm warned—
If you're suggesting if on the I will jeopardize, I am quite Also, consider this.
This guy is really out of his mind.
Okay then. If you really have a death wish, let's meet a week from today. The pier in front of the Pharos Lighthouse, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, sharp. Don't expect us to hold back.
Not so fast. First, you return the 500,000 Mora to them.
Please, I beg you, don't provoke them. We can't afford any trouble with this crowd. They haven't even paid for their food yet.
Ah, Mr. Iman. There appears to be fewer staff in the restaurant recently. This wouldn't happen to be because they're all busy spreading the word to the students, would it?
Well...
Someone who chooses to do business with a group like that really can't afford to get so flustered the instant someone confronts them about it. Consider the meal compensation for our silence. I'd say you're getting an excellent deal.
Whoa, did you see that? He not only got us our Mora back, but sent the Amorites running too. Plus, he seems to know a lot about what's going on around here. Let's catch up with him and ask some questions. He went that way! After him!
Oh, so then what happened next? How can there be Kairagi here?
Wait up! It's Al-Haytham, right?
What do you want? No need for thanks. My goal was to get to that. Oh, I advise you to keep your distance from them, since they weren't able to make... All right. Goodbye.
Hold your horses! We still have something to ask you about! Since you tore through their scam right in front of them...
Who exactly are you two? And why are you inquiring about that? A student. Right. Look, you should know that those thugs conducting business with you had nothing to do with your
Huh? Oh, yeah!
He doesn't even have a vision.
Maybe not, but those high-headed...
We'll reconvene at the appointed time by the pier. It doesn't matter if you show up or not.
So, since you were happy to give us this merchant...
You were willing to part with Look, if...
We know it's connected to the Academia somehow, and that not only do the
You know, almost this is what you've been looking for.
Huh? Paimon can't tell what it is.
This is a knowledge capsule. To put it simply, anyone who links it to their personal Akasha terminal instantly becomes privy to its contents. Correct. Anyone. Unlike the Akasha, which heavily regulates who can access what information, knowledge capsules confer their contents without any requisites.
That's amazing!
It's essentially a convenient and harmless vestibule for knowledge. Unfortunately, it's illegal in Sumeru to they were created as a means for but despite strict regulations, some of these knowledge capsules will always escape destruction. After all, there will always be those in this world who are dissatisfied with life as designed for them by over the past century. Meanwhile, those, well, I think that about sums it up. So with our current arrangement, I don't believe I can offer an answer. You're Let's continue our conversation here. If you wish to learn more about the knowledge capsule that the Academia lost, then you must help me with something. I need you to find someone named Dory, a traveling merchant. Unlike the peddlers who hawk inferior knowledge capsules, she often has quality goods in stock. Some say that as long as there is profit to be made, there is nothing she won't dare to sell. She's guarded against people from the Academia because most of her wares don't comply with Academia regulations. I think she blacklisted me. I met with her informant, but it soon became clear that they had no intention of letting me get any become one of Dory's
Why do you want us to meet?
Until you complete this task?
Fine.
You two are outlanders who haven't been here. Beyond the password, though, I have no way of
This is kind of nerve-wracking.
The true challenge begins after you meet her. She has a keen nose for Mora and a shrewd eye for wares, and she only likes customers. I'll prepare some.
What?
That's true. Have you two heard of elemental sight? Oh? Here are 2 knowledge capsules. Tell me, can you detect any difference in their quality?
They look the same to Paimon.
Try inspecting them with elemental sight.
How'd it go? Did you see anything?
Rumor has it that higher quality knowledge capsules generally appear brighter when viewed through elemental sight. That's because knowledge originates from Irminsul, the root of Dendro power itself. The more powerful the knowledge, the richer it is in Dendro energy. However, some canned knowledge with a high concentration of elemental energy is of little use in contemporary times, so those capsules are of little value. Using elemental sight is merely a stopgap measure, but it should suffice for earning Dory's trust.
That sounds pretty impressive.
Here's a sheet with the informant's location and contact password, and here is the mora for purchasing canned knowledge. Don't be cheap. You'll need to spend to catch Dory's eye. If there's any mora left over, just keep it. Oh, and be sure to exercise some caution. There have been Matra present in Port Ormos lately. Your efforts will be for naught if they catch you.
Matra?
They belong to the Academia's regulatory body. The Matra are razor sharp. You're in for nothing good if they lock their sights onto you. If you 2 want to back out, now's the time. Okay.
Looking at what Al-Haytham wrote... Let's follow these instructions and try to get in contact with him.
Hello. What are you 2 looking to buy?
Wait, are you sure you're remembering that right? Paimon doesn't think it was that on the paper.
What a unique palette.
Following the paper?
Roanoke. Got it. You 2, please follow me. You 2 have a fascinating fashion sense. We haven't seen a customer wearing a Sumeru rose for quite some time.
Hold on. Let me think. Sumeru rose means common merch. No, look again. We're obviously wearing morning flowers.
Ah, my mistake. I do apologize.
Whew. That pop quiz sure was scary.
Ah, the warehouse is up ahead. Please follow me. Before I retrieve your products, I need to confirm a few things. Please forgive me, but we may not have sufficient stock for you today. Earlier, many of our hara fruits were taken by mice. Thanks. If better goods come in, you'll be the first to know. You look like you have some skill. Why don't I pick out some fruits that'll make you dizzy?
No, that's not it. The paper said that heat stroke is... He's cautious of us. Let's take a...
Before I retrieve your please forgive me, but we may not have sufficient stock for you today. Earlier, many of our hara fruits were taken by mice.
Hold on. That's not right. Taken by mice means they sold out.
I'm sorry, but is this...
He's cautious of us. Let's take a closer look at the paper.
Before I retrieve your products, please forgive me, but we may not have sufficient stock for you today. Earlier, many of our hara fruits were taken by mice. Thanks. If better goods come in, you'll be the first to know. You look like you have some skill. Why don't I pick out some fruits that'll make you dizzy?
Yep, that's the right answer. But eating hara fruit that makes...
Would you like your hara fruits to be packaged in the Sumeru City or Port Ormos style? I'm guessing that you're going...
Wait a sec. Sumeru City style means we're only buying a few things. He won't take us to see... He's cautious of us. Let's take a clook.
Before I retrieve... please forgive me, but we may not have sufficient stock for you today. Earlier, many of our hara fruits were taken by mice. You look like you have some skill. Why don't I pick out some fruits that'll make you dizzy?
Yep, that's the right answer. But eating hara fruit...
Would you like your hara fruits to be packaged in the Sumeru City or Port Ormos style? Wow, you two sure are generous customers. We'll be sure to package your Okay. Everything has been confirmed. Miss Dory is waiting for you up at... Shoot! It's the Matra! Run!
What? The matcha? Where? All Hatham said we're done for if they catch us. We gotta get out of here. We don't know this area, so let's follow that informant. He ran that way! Look, he's over there! Hey! If you're hiding from the Rishbaland tiger, come this way! Another password! Huh? Oh, that voice came from behind the building on the right! Here, over here. You can stop running now. So you were the one who was calling out to us just now. But, are we definitely gonna be safe here?
These two good customers wish to buy some hara fruit, Miss Dory. And if there's nothing else, I'll just excuse myself.
Oh, very good. Huh? Wait, you're Dory? Hey, what are you trying to say, Princess Pea-Brain? I can be scary enough when I need to be, believe you me. If you don't watch what you say, then you can forget about doing any but it seems... Paimon's not not sure if that's supposed to... I can't risk doing business with people who start huffing and puffing after just a few paces. No matter how much Mora they might have. Not only will they get caught by the Matra, but they'll also get us into trouble. As decent... So that's... It's your first time. As long as you have lots of round, shiny Mora, then we're all good. Ah, yes! Of course, of course! Go ahead. Help yourselves. Voila! Wow! She has a trove of canned knowledge. Whew. She'd probably be in serious trouble if the Matra caught her. What kind of products do you seek, my dear customers? Don't worry, I'm not interested in your reasons for buying. I can, however, offer some suggestions. Take this one, for example. An analysis of the sociological ideology and dialectics of the Hilichurls. Only... Hey, who would want to be an expert in that topic? Or how about the architectural styles and construction methods of Teyvat in the early Archon War period? With this one, you can become an expert in historic architecture Ooh, now this sounds like it could be useful. 2 million Mora, and it's yours. No discounts. Whoa! Of course, you are free to pick whatever your heart's desire. The contents and price of each knowledge. All right, let's try the method that Al-Haytham mentioned. Ah, you've really got a good head on your shoulders, and quite the... We'll take these, please and thank you. Listen, I have a special offer for you two. Say what now? Hey, did you hear that? Spend another 100K, and we get a capsule worth a whole million! But all the canned knowledge... Think about it. We've gone to all... Aren't you even the least bit curious about how this whole canned knowledge thing works? We're talking instant knowledge here. Don't you want to try it yourself? Come on, come on. We still have around 100,000 of Al-Haytham's Mora left. So let's put it to good use by finding something useful for... Excellent. Then please... Hold on a second. Oh, but my dear customer. Uh-oh. Paimon has a bad feeling about this. Let's use Elemental Sight again to check these. So, what did you see? So, they're all worth about the same amount? Well, anyway, the Mora's already been spent, so let's at least try to find something useful. Let Paimon take a look here. An introduction to traditional Sumeru brewing techniques. Not sure we'd ever find volumes 1 through 7, but at least this knowledge should be useful, right? Let's go with this one. Dory, we'll take this one. All right. Our dealings with Dory went smoothly enough. Let's head to Wakala Funduk and meet up with Al-Haytham. Hopefully now he'll finally tell us about what the Academia lost.